Well, if you thought Pokemon was just for children, the secondary market for certain Pokemon cards disagrees. Since Pokemon trading cards were introduced in 1996, prices for some first edition cards have appreciated by, get this, over 10,000%.
With the Pokemon Company's success comes a dark side. Local 12's consumer reporter Cassie Arsenault and photojournalist Brian Dykes investigate some of the consequences that come with the popularity. And you can scan the QR code on your screen to watch the full report.
So I was just in Walgreens and I was looking for Pokemon cards because I love to collect them. And I realized that there's like none left. And that's because I've used scalpers.
I see videos all the time of like people catching a restock, and you just see like these big dudes like going in and grabbing as much product as they can.
And they will go to a big box store. They will wipe out inventory if allowed.
It does suck, right? Like just the thought of it, of people going in there solely for a money-making purpose.
I could say I'm a scalper, so to speak. Mainly, I'm gonna just resell them, but I'm still gonna rip some boxes open, and there's no shame in my game. It's America. If there's profit to be made, someone's gonna be there. Might as well be you.
If you are at a store taking all the packs away from a kid, this hobby's gonna die out in like a couple of years.
It's a basic lesson of supply and demand. The Pokémon Company sent us this statement, saying in part, quote, "We understand this inconvenience can be disappointing for fans, and we are actively working to print more of the impacted Pokémon TCG products as quickly as possible and at a maximum capacity to acknowledge this," end quote. The secondary market has some prices in the thousands, and retail stores and card shops take advantage of the price people are willing to pay. Take an Elite Trainer box, for example. Retailers and card shops buy it from distributors for $30, and they are suggested to sell them for MSRP at $59.99.
Now, if you put them out and put them at $79.99, and then they sell instantly, then you know, okay, the market is above MSRP. People are willing to pay $79. It's called price checking, right? You know, you'll go a little bit above, and as those things sell out, until it stops selling, that's where the market is.
And when people can't find cards in stores because they're cleared out, then they're priced out, scammers start to come out. They know people are desperate.
There are a number of scams in the Pokemon community.
2017, I purchased a first edition base set booster box for, I think it was $12,000. And I met up with the guy, bought the box, I brought it home, and I ended up opening it a few days later, and it was filled with a bunch of Spanish base set cards, which was really interesting. At the time, they were worthless. I basically just fell to the floor, and I was like, oh my God, I just got scammed out of $12,000.
Someone might sell you something fake, you know, so learning how to tell a fake Pokemon card is really important. You'll notice that it's very shiny. What they're trying to do is they're trying to come with this effect. This is a rainbow card, but the thing about this one is that there's texture. So if you look closely, you'll find that there's grooves that you can feel on this card, and there's no grooves on this card. When you have the holo, you'll see that the light kind of shines all the way through. So you see a line right here, it's all the way down the holos because it's one layer of foiling.
There's always gonna be a negative to anything good.
Doesn't make up for the fact, though, that if there's just not enough product, if the 2 limit per person doesn't change that supply and demand ratio, and you're still selling out before you get through a whole line with 2 per person, like it's better, but it's not fixed.
It's kind of a problem of their own popularity at this point.
I don't collect for dollar value. I let dollar value come to me if I'm fortunate enough. I want to enjoy the hobby. That is what I try and coach new collectors to do, is to pace yourself, find what cards you like.
I mean, we're almost at the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. That's 30 years of history, and not just cards, but just the franchise as a whole. And I feel lucky that I've been able to see that from the very start. And it wasn't one of those things that, you know, your parents said, oh, that's just a phase. You're gonna grow out of that. You know, that's not gonna be around forever. Pokemon's different. It's here to stay.
And again, to watch the full special that we have done in this on Pokemon, you can scan that QR code. It's going to take you to the Local 12 YouTube page where you can watch the whole thing.